Hi, welcome back to the top 5 stories of the week. I'm Daily Herald Managing Editor Perry Bergson, back with another office space edition. We looked everywhere for red stapler as a prop, but couldn't find one. Story number 5 this week. It was something from Nature Saskatchewan. They sent us a release earlier this week, and Jody Schellenberg talked to them about the work they do preserving plants and animals that are endangered across the province. Apparently there's 16 threatened or endangered plants, and of course there's things like burrowing owls that are a problem here. One of the things they're dealing with is that most land in Saskatchewan, of course, is in private hands. They're just making sure that the people that own it have some idea of what might be endangered on their property. Number 4, sad story. It was Karen Pilon, 48-year-old from PA. She has passed away since the story was written, but it was her husband making a desperate plea for organ donation here in Saskatchewan. And let's hope that Karen's legacy ends up being the fact that some organs are donated and that the next person can get through. She had pulmonary fibrosis. She passed away in Saskatoon recently. Story number 3, another Saskatoon hospital story, but this one a little happier ending. It's Tim Bozon, of course, who is a Western Hockey League player. He came down with meningitis and ended up in hospital for quite some time. Kootenay Ice star Bruce Vance took a check down to him for $1,715, and that was raised when they had, of course, the Raiders had to meet the Red Deer Rebels in that one-game tiebreaker, and they held an event at the Chesleach Lounge, charged people a few bucks to get in, and all the money went to Tim and his family for all the expenses they've had while he's been in hospital. Good news is he's getting better. Number 2, it was just a quick brief we wrote about a car crash that was south of PA that left a Weldon man seriously injured. Canistano man ended up facing charges. It was just a single vehicle rollover, but had a lot of interest. Story number 1, it's our dynamic duo. Of course, Jessica Iron Joseph writes for us on Fridays. Her husband Kevin Joseph now writes for us on Fridays as well. They're in a rotation of 4 columnists. Kevin's column about dealing with him talking to a European friend of his who couldn't believe that Indians, as he called it, existed. It was a really insightful column by Kevin. Had a lot of comments on it, and Kevin, as always, is just a wonderful writer and takes you through his feelings about that, takes you through the cheerleader scandal down south. Anyway, well worth reading. Hey, you know where to find us around town. Find the paper in our partners here that sell it. Find us on the Facebook, find us on Twitter, but your Prince Albert Daily Herald remains on paper, like a newspaper should be. See you next week.